Greetings to everybody out in Rapid City and Yankton and all our other video watchers. We're sitting out here on a really windy Sunday afternoon. You can probably hear the trees and everything rattling around the yard here. It's been a really busy month since the last time we talked. We were pulling a calf last month, if you remember, and since then we've been busy. We've just about got all our corn planted, and we moved a grain bin onto the farm from another building site, and we've got just about all these mama cows calved out, and of course we've been busy with our hog business. So between all those things and then remodeling on the hog building, we've really been working our tails off. But here we are, the 3rd of May, and it's a beautiful warm day, even though it's quite windy. And so we're right on schedule as far as getting the corn planted and stuff. We're going to finish up tonight, so no complaints, although we are getting pretty dry. And one of the consequences of being this dry is the fact that we've still got all our mama cows in the feed yards. We've got our grass has turned green from the warmer weather, but we've been super dry. We didn't get hardly any rain at all in April, and we've had about a ½ inch here, I guess, in the last week. So things are still green, but our grass really hasn't started to grow. So we don't dare turn our cows out onto the pastures yet, because they'll wolf everything down pretty quickly, and then we won't have any feed for later on. So we're holding our mama cows in these 3 yards here, and we're still feeding them hay and corn stalks and corn and whatnot, and we're hoping to get a nice shot of rain this week. It sounds like we have a pretty good chance, and then we'll be able to turn them out to grass, and we won't have to babysit them every day. Our little guy that we pulled on Easter Sunday is in this group in here. Let's see if we can find him. But he is alive and well, as is everybody else. We had a set of twins last week, and so we've got a calf for every cow and then 1 extra. So we've had a really good calf crop so far, so no complaints. Let's go take a quick look in the hog barn, and then we'll take you out to plant some corn. We're just taking a quick look at one of the nurseries. These guys came in about 7.5 weeks ago, and when they came in, I could carry 4 of these at one time. Now here we are, not even 2 months later, and I could probably barely pick one of these guys up. I'm guessing there's a lot of these guys that are pushing 80 pounds. So next week, this was supposed to rain this week, and if it does, we'll take some time and move these guys out of the nursery into the finishing barn, because as you can see, they're getting really big. They don't need any special feed anymore. They're just eating a lot of corn and soybean meal and vitamins and trace minerals. So they're eating a lot of products that we raise at the farm, and they are well on their way. So let's go see if we can plant some corn. We went back out to the field to get some corn planting done. So we brought the camera along, and we're going to give you a little footage. So what we've got going on here is behind my tractor here, I'm pulling the planter. And we're planting about 28,500 seeds of corn per acre. So that means in every one of those rows, there's a kernel of corn about every 7 or 7.5 inches. And so what happens is we put seed in the boxes, and then the seed units singulate the seed so that it drops 1 single seed every 7 inches. So it's pretty amazing that it can do that good a job. Here we are clipping along at about 5 miles an hour, and if we go back and dig that seed up, the planter does a really remarkable job of getting it spaced evenly, and we need to keep it about 2 inches deep in the soil to get the proper depth. So we've got pretty good planting conditions. We're a little bit dry, but we like some dry dirt on top of the seed, and we can still get the corn down in moisture. So it's going pretty good back there. Up here, we've got our monitors. Right now, these flashing lights are telling me every time one of these lights flashes, that means a seed is dropping. And so if all these lights are flashing about 100 miles an hour and they're all staying lit every time, that means that we're having good luck, that the planter's doing a good job planting the seed. Over here is our GPS monitor. This is telling the tractor where to drive. And so as you can see, I'm not steering the tractor right now. It's driving itself so that we get a perfectly straight row from one end to the other. So that really helps at the end of the day because all our rows are evenly spaced, and it also saves a lot of fatigue on the driver because instead of having to concentrate on driving a perfectly straight row, I can watch the monitors and I can look back and watch the planter and make sure it's doing a good job. So things are going well. This is our last field for the spring, and then we'll switch to planting soybeans. So I'm taking up a lot of the time. I hope you guys have a great summer and do well the rest of the school year. So it's been a pleasure working with you on the Adopt a Farmer program, and we look forward to posting more videos on our Facebook page later on. Have a great summer.